A lot of people hold a 401k and they're interested in learning how to roll it over into a Gold IRA. You always have access to the funds in your 401k, so accessing them for the purpose of buying gold is really not an issue. People withdraw money from their 401k all the time for any number of reasons, often when they are in financial trouble or have some other immediate need. Investing in gold or other precious metals has been attracting a lot of attention lately. Gold is one of the most compelling opportunities available to investors who are thinking about the current economic environment. There's a growing demand for gold and gold bullion for personal account investment. Looking back, it's a tragedy what happened to so many people in 2007 and 2008 as the stock market and the housing markets collapsed. But there's one thing that we learned clearly during that time. That is, putting all your eggs in one basket is a mistake. Diversification in investments holds powerful benefits. It's time to begin diversifying investment or retirement portfolios and putting some money into investments that have been trusted and safe throughout history. Precious metals have long been that sort of vehicle. Making an investment in physical gold might be confusing to many people because there are many companies offering assistance to help you place gold into an IRA. If you'd like to own gold or silver or another precious metal, it's easy to purchase that physical gold or other precious metal, but it's really difficult to know who to work with and which companies are the most trustworthy and reputable. Look at the link below, Simple Gold IRA Rollover. That site lists many of the companies that are better known and the better companies to help you with this process. Let's look at the topics we'll review here. How to roll over your 401k without penalty, the difference between a rollover and a transfer, finding the right company, and a review of the precious metals, and the importance of a reliable trustee. If you simply want to use the funds from your 401k to invest in gold, then your best bet is to do a 401k to gold IRA rollover. This will move your investment funds without unnecessary fines or penalties. Before we go any further, remember that it's best not to cash out your 401k. You want to avoid a cash out of your 401k plan because there could be taxes or penalties attached to that. You want to take a different route. The companies listed on simplegoldirarollover.com lead the market in providing this sort of assistance to investors. Give that site a look. Now let's look at the process of moving 401k funds into a gold IRA. What you need to do is simple. You need to set up an IRA account that is capable of accepting gold and other precious metals as an investment. Let's take a look at two methods to do this. The first, two considerations. One of the stipulations about a 401k is that you can't simply alter it as you please. That would defeat the 401k's purpose of being a long-term preferenced retirement fund. Generally, there are two considerations to see if you can move your 401k. First, if you're no longer working for the employer you started the 401k through, there should be no issue with you rolling it over. Second, if you're older than 59 and a half, there should also be no issue with you transferring your 401k. It's a good idea to speak to whoever is administering your 401k plan to see what conditions exist, if any. Note that even if you are eligible for rolling your 401k plan over, your brokerage firm may still charge you a fee for doing so. Now let's look at the process. As a rule, you always have access to the funds in your 401k, so assessing them for the purposes of buying gold is not an issue. People withdraw money from their 401k all the time for any number of reasons. If you simply want to fund from your 401k to invest in gold, then your best bet is to do a 401k to gold rollover. This is the best way to move money without unnecessary fines or penalties. Before we go any further, remember that it's best not to cash out your 401k. Here's a nice side benefit of having gold in an IRA. The money that you earn in asset appreciation from this investment accrues tax-free over the years. You get the full benefit from the increased value of your gold investment. This is a great way to build up a retirement fund and make sure you need not worry about your retirement when that time comes. Now, what's the difference between a rollover and a transfer? It's best to know the basics about the differences between a rollover and a transfer. If you had an existing retirement account, for example, you can always transfer it into another one, for example, to a precious metals IRA, as long as you do so from one custodian to another. There are two processes to move your investment funds. The first process is a direct transfer. Simply put, this means that a check from you use to distribute these funds from the former 401k account has to be made out in the name of the new IRA account custodian or trustee. It's a direct transfer. The funds go directly from the old trustee to the new one. A rollover works a little differently. There is no direct transfer between custodians. Instead, a rollover happens when you accept the distribution of funds in your name from an existing IRA, and the check or money comes to you. Then you must quickly turn around and deposit that money into a new Gold IRA custodial account. When you're redepositing this money in the new Gold IRA, that must happen with 60 days of you receiving the check. Otherwise, you run the risk of paying taxes on the whole amount and incurring other early withdrawal penalties. You may roll over the same funds from one account to another once every year. In summary, the rollover process is very similar to the direct transfer method, but with one major difference. You're handling the cash in the rollover as opposed to the money going directly to a new custodian in a transfer. There are obviously only minor differences between the two methods. In the rollover method, you hold the money for just that short period of time. Don't worry if you've never completed an IRA rollover or a 401k rollover, because there's very good help available from the companies that specialize in it. A number of those companies, the better ones that specialize in this, are listed on the site simplegoldirarollover.com. Now, finding the right company. You'll find no shortage of companies to help you complete and set up a precious metals IRA. This can be both a blessing and a headache. You need to do your due diligence when selecting a company to handle your new Gold IRA. Quality of service and experience counts. You need to pick the best company. They are not all the same. Some are very good and others not so good at all. You know that laws and rules are always subject to change. You want to find and select a company that is experienced and trustworthy to work with you to set up the new Gold IRA. If you plan to place precious metals such as gold or silver into an IRA plan, you need to follow the many different rules to do this right. Setting up a Gold IRA is not hard to do, and the best companies will guide you through each step. You'll find that making an investment in gold or other precious metals is actually pretty easy to do. The most important benefit of investing your IRA into gold is the fact that you can enjoy great tax benefits by holding your gold or other precious metals in an IRA. Taxes are deferred until withdrawal and use. Let's look at the precious metals that are available. The first is gold. Gold is the better known of the four. There is also silver, platinum, and palladium. Those are the four precious metals. If you are new to investing in precious metals, it's really helpful to find a company that provides a comprehensive guide for making that sort of investment. You can get an investment guide to help you get started. Just visit the website linked to below, Simple Gold IRA Rollover. In summary, there's a real high importance of a reliable trustee. Find the right company to handle your precious metals IRA is really important. Not all companies are the same. Some provide great service and others don't. Take the time to find the trustworthy and reliable company to help you through the process of setting up your Gold IRA. Simply because you buy the gold, that does not mean you get to keep it in your safe or bury it somewhere. It will be stored in a depository. The depository holds the gold or other precious metals for the IRA. If you took delivery of the gold yourself, that would be considered a distribution of the IRA, and you would trigger all the tax obligations and other penalties that might apply. When you buy gold or another precious metal for your IRA, a depository will need to hold it on your behalf. As popular as buying gold has become in recent times, and as many IRA trustees as now exist, not that many trustees want to deal with the liability of transferring your funds to a precious metal dealer, receiving the precious metals in return, and then storing the gold in a depository. You need to find and select a company that specializes in setting up a gold IRA. There are many to choose from, and you need to pick a company that is trustworthy and skilled in doing this. If you are nervous about the process of setting up a Gold IRA, again, don't be. If you choose a strong precious metals broker to help you, you can get their experienced assistance to make this transfer fast and easy. Choose your gold broker from one of the better known and more reputable in the market. See the site below, simplegoldirarollover.com. When you select the Gold IRA company to work with, they will immediately begin taking steps to make the transition go smoothly and quickly. As a matter of fact, a good company will likely handle the entire rollover for you. You will only be required to follow their directions and nothing more. This really is easy when you pick the right company to work with. When selecting a gold company, it's very important to make sure the company has maintained an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and a AAA rating from the Business Consumer Alliance. Apart from this, the company should also have a 5-star customer service rating from TrustLink. Quality customer care from an excellent company makes the whole process that much easier. Gold and precious metals are a long-term investment. Many people are opting to set up gold IRAs to hold for the long term. Other precious metals can also be placed in such an IRA. To learn more, see the site simplegoldirarollover.com. Give it a look. Yeah, I'm spending more time doing that one than I normally do, for sure.